Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Loose Change. Once again, I am the show off, and I'm back with part 2 of the video that I dropped yesterday. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want y'all to understand, ladies, I love you to death, and I'm just coming to y'all. See, the thing about it is, truth comes from a place of love, no matter whether it's what you want to hear or not. All right. So, what I'm telling you is, it is your job and your duty and your responsibility to be aware of what your situation, to be fully aware of what your own situation is. See, a lot of times we expect people to have our best interests in life. And you look at Facebook and you see a lot of women complaining about not having solid people in their lives. And you have been taking advice from these people that later on you deem to be not very solid people, all right? A lot of times you find yourself having more conversation about the well-being of your relationship with a man. You have more conversation with your friends than your man, which is not very good. So, in essence, all I'm saying is, look at the things that I was saying in part 1 of this video. The things that I'm saying is that it comes, your progression in life and the people that you have in your life, it comes down to trust. You're not willing to submit to a man because you're dealing with men that you don't deem to be good enough to have your best interests at heart. So at that point, it becomes hard for you to, a lot of women are talking about men can't lead. But look at your whole attitude and your mindset. Someone that you're supposed to know has your best interests at heart. If they tell you how you're messing up, if they give you a take on what you're doing in life, if they tell you something you don't want to hear, something you're not willing to hear, what it is that person becomes jealous or whatever the case may be. Even someone who is in the prior generation like your mom. And life is not about telling you exactly what you want to hear. Life is about telling, a person is real when they tell you what you need to know. So life is not going to be easy and life is not going to be cupcakes. I challenge you, are you failing each other? I challenge you with this. Are you passing this sickness on to the next generation? What's going to happen? How are you going to feel later on when your daughter is accusing you of being jealous? Because what you say will have a profound effect, and as much as you would love to believe that it's not true, what you say and what you believe will have a profound effect on the next generation. Like I said in the first video, we've gotten as far as we have gotten because of the knowledge and wisdom that has been passed down to us from generation to generation. So now, at this point now, you've gotten to a point where you feel like you don't need that knowledge and knowledge. So when I say, are you failing each other? Are you failing yourselves? Look at it. Look at it. Your mother can't tell you nothing. All right? Your own mother can't tell you nothing. Your grandmother can't tell you anything. They can't chime in on your life. Even people who you know want what's best for you, they can't chime in on your life because they're jealous. See, the traditional woman had that conscience. She had that woman that was in her ear, that mother that was in her ear teaching her what she needed to do in order to be happy with her man, in order to have a man, in order to have a family. And when you have a good man, this is what you need to do, baby. We're asking to not have any. Instead, now you're asking to not have anyone say anything to you about life and let you live. So if you feel that way, let's take it to the highest extent. If you feel that way, if you feel like I got this I got this whole thing. You don't need a man. You don't need a man to be a traditional man. You know what you need? You got this. What you need is to continue doing what you're doing. Continue doing what you're doing. And then, boom. What men are doing, by the way, what men are doing is we're adjusting to your evolution. We're adjusting to the way that you have evolved. All right? So, at the end of the day, what you could do is say, you know, I got this. You could just find a man to fuck you. That's all you need him for, because you got this. It's better for you to do it alone. It's the only way you're happy is to do it alone. You can just find somebody that you can call from time to time and fuck you and let him know that this is what it is. I don't want to see nothing more than this. I don't hold you to anything, to any expectations. You can do whatever you want to do, and when I call, I hope you will be there for me. But every aspect of life, we're used to hearing you tell us, I got you, I got this. And as soon as you get to a point where you feel like you got this, that's why dudes are adjusting, because a lot of us have been burned already. A lot of us have gotten people to a certain point for them to say, nah, I don't need you no more. I got this. So that's why men are adjusting. That's where the 50-50 relationship comes in. That's where I'll pay the bigger bills, you just pay the utilities. That's where that shit comes in, because at the end of the day, I'm not trying to be fucked up at the end of the relationship and feeling like the fool of the relationship. So men are adjusting to that. That's when there's a change, that's what a person naturally does. They adjust. And it all comes down to trust. Why are you taking the time to deal with people and to bring people into your circle that you don't trust? Why are you taking the time to deal with people that don't have your best interests at heart and then complain about it? Here's the reason why. Because nobody wants to hear positive vibes now. If you were to sit back and you were to talk about your man to your friends, and you were to telling them all good things, all the good shit that he's bringing into your life, the things that he does, the things that he goes to work and comes straight home, he takes care of me, sometimes he cooks, he cuts the grass, he does all of these things, he makes sure I don't have to lift a finger when it comes to manly duties, takes the trash out, he does all of these things. If you have a man that does that and you were telling your friends that, you know what they would do? They would get tired of hearing that shit, and then they would stop hanging around you. Then you would have to ask yourself, is that a real friend? If you were paying attention, oh no, you'll just say, oh, she just acted funny right now, I don't know what's wrong with her. You willing to give her the ultimate pass. But in essence, she doesn't want to see your happiness. The only person who wants to see your happiness is you, your kids, and probably your parents. That's the only person who's really invested in your happiness. You, your kids, and then you, your kids, your parents, and then maybe siblings, and then a person that you bring in your life. But a person that you bring in your life doesn't want to forfeit his own happiness in order to make you happy. And that's the key. Y'all ask why men do shit. The key to everything is what I just said. So are we really the ones that are failing you? You can't even open your eyes to recognize that you have a good man, because the only thing that you let fly out your mouth is what he's doing negative. And it becomes more and more negative because that's all that you are acknowledging. You're not acknowledging the good shit. You're not telling him, I appreciate you. I appreciate the good things that you're bringing to the table. All you're doing is acknowledging, oh, he messed up. Oh, he said this, or he did this, that's all that you're doing. And that's a problem. That is a problem, y'all. So with that being said, y'all, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. I hope y'all can look at it and take some points out of it. And like I said, I need y'all to start sharing my videos and liking and subscribing to my videos. And definitely let me know what y'all think, man, because I'm gonna love you regardless, even if we disagree. So I'm out. Everybody have a blessed day. Show. off.